name is Julianne and I am a service learner with the Monterey County Free Libraries. Today for Book Chat Teens, I will be talking about a diverse Own Voices novel. The term Own Voices refers to books containing characters part of underrepresented groups written by authors that share the same identity. The book I'll be reviewing today is Patron Saints of Nothing by Randy Ribay. Before proceeding with this video, I do want to give a trigger warning for death, grief, drugs, addiction, police brutality, and government corruption. With that being said, I will be reading the description to give you all a better understanding of what the book is about. Jay Ruggiero plans to spend the last semester of his senior year playing video games before heading to the University of Michigan in the fall. But when he discovers that his cousin June was murdered as part of President Duterte's war on drugs, and no one in the family wants to talk about what happened, Jay travels to the Philippines to find out the real story. Hoping to uncover more about June and the events that led to his death, Jay is forced to reckon with the many signs of his cousin before he can face the whole truth and the part he played in it. I read this book close to its release in 2019 because I was very excited to see a Filipino novel hitting the shelves, especially in the young adult genre. Personally, from what I've seen, I don't see a lot of Philippine narratives in the young adult genre, especially covering topics such as politics, since it is pretty difficult to both convey the message that an author would like while also being appropriate for its target audience. And in my opinion, this book satisfies both of those things. I personally thought that this was a pretty good introduction to Filipino narratives for Filipino youth that might not really know what the political climate is like in the Philippines, or non-Filipinos that would just like to learn more. Starting off with the writing style, Ribay's prose is descriptive and heavy with imagery, which allows his audience to experience the lives of a lot of people that live in the Philippines through Jay's eyes. Jay's character is described as not having much of a connection with his Filipino heritage, and so I feel like that allows the audience to learn about Filipino culture along with him. As for the very real and heavy content of this novel, the discussions of Philippine politics and values are very digestible, even for people that are not Filipino or have no background of life in the Philippines. While this book was published in 2019 at the height of President Duterte's rule, it is still very relevant today as it talks about topics such as poverty and police brutality. Because of the discussion surrounding those topics, I highly encourage you to read this book if you are interested in further researching the political climate in the Philippines, as it's a pretty good place to start. As I mentioned before, Jay is a character that has very little knowledge of his own culture, which again makes it very digestible for the readers because you're able to learn along with him. Overall, Jay's story is one that dives deep into heavy and taboo topics while also being relatable to this generation of young adults. Those are my thoughts about Patron Saints of Nothing, available at the Monterey County Free Libraries. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you join us next time.